Hi, afternoon everyone. It's Tony Margaritelli here, Chairman at ICPA, and welcome to my blog. We're going to discuss things to try and keep everybody up to date as much as we can. Well, this is another interesting one. The 3,000 proposed job losses. These were apparently 4,000 people employed on fixed-term contracts by HMRC last year, who are saying that this April, when their contract is up, they're not going to be re-employed. Now, the 4,000 people were taken on for a reason, and were taken on to help out. So what has actually changed to enable these 4,000 people to be let go? No doubt the answer will be the wonderful digital, all singing, all dancing digital revolution. Whether that's right or not is another issue altogether. But common sense says to lose 3,000 out of 4,000, something's going to suffer. It cannot just have been replaced by the digital revolution. But that's what's being put out. You know as well as I do that whenever anyone puts in articles or comments about HMRC job losses, Accounting Web members are very quick to come in and say it's ridiculous, there's not enough of them there already. We know there are issues. For instance, I think this July we had the situation that HMRC's call centre staff managed to actually only answer 16% of the telephone calls that were taken on that day. That's 16%. So there are already issues, and we're taking more job losses. So it's only going to get worse. The job losses seem to be, they're going to take them all over the place. But yes, we know apparently that 250 are apparently to go in Wales, and some more spread around the country. Obviously, it's not for me down here in the sunny southeast to know exactly what's going on in Wales. However, I have spoken to members in Wales, and they're very, very concerned. I've actually got a quote, if I may. I've got a quote here from Bethan Jenkins, who's an Assembly member in Wales, who's been quite vocal in her opposition to these job cuts in Wales, and opposed the original consultation when it was brought out. And I'd like just to tell you what she says. The final part of her reply to the consultation was, "I urge you to consider an alternative to closing these offices, especially given that Wales relies on the public sector, and those who lose their jobs simply will not be able to walk into another job in the areas where they live, given the economic situation that we sadly find ourselves in at this moment in time. This will have a detrimental impact on Wales and clearly undermines the HMRC's previous commitment to keep all offices with an inquiry centre open." Now that's a Welsh Assembly member, and people would say, well, they would say that, wouldn't they? But common sense says that if you keep on culling these job losses, I think since 2005, I might be wrong, 2004, 2005, some 34,000 HMRC jobs have gone. That's 34,000. That's not a small amount. That's 34,000 job losses, and yet they can't answer the phone. Don't think I need to say much more, really. It's the digital revolution that's the cure to all our ills, and of course, HMRC have got to have a reason to cut the jobs, and the reason they're cutting the jobs, saying we don't need them because we've got this wonderful new facility and people are doing it all online. Well, if there's no actually other alternative, then you are going to be forced to go online. But that doesn't necessarily make it right. We all use HMR facilities online. They are, let's be 100% honest, they are good, they're not bad at all, but are they the bee's knees? Are they the greatest thing since sliced bread? No, they're not. The HMRC facility is very, very good, but at the end of the day, sometimes compliant taxpayers simply need to talk to a human to get a response and to get information that they require. And that is not going to be facilitated by the digital revolution. And one or two people have rung up about automated phone messages, and it wasn't a particularly cause that one could repeat. I know what I would do if I phoned HMRC and got an automated response. So, you know, this is someone clever coming up with a clever clog's idea, but it's not the answer to anything, frankly.